Good morning. Good morning. What up? Good morning, Predator. Coper in the house. Timbo. What up? Yeah, Coper, I would be careful in this area. I have this kind of like a buy zone. And if ES reclaims at 6208, that would be scary for shorts. And I may actually enter a long if we inverse the 5 minutes. That's what I'm watching. 5 minute kind of close above that 727 area. And we'll look at that. What up, Fast Eddie? How you doing? Good morning. So, this technically is a data high, but it's not obvious. But it is one, technically. Morning, Texie. So glad you're not looking for shorts. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a little bit low for the shorts. That being said, we do have, that 686 area. We have the previous day high at 694. And then we have the previous day close down here 72. So, like, this could be an area, we don't really know what's going to happen in this area if he gets here. We'll see. So, have not reached previous day high 694. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Waiting for open, looking for 25 points. Let's go. Good luck. I think that's a good area, but we'll see. You was at Hush Channel, fall asleep behind the desk. I have to do analysis because of my time frame setting. I'll be off the channel. It's going to be a choppy short. But not allowed to follow through. Yeah, we'll see what happens today. I have no idea. I don't know, Coper. I'm be honest with you. If we get a pullback, I'm probably not going to take many trades if it's just going down. I don't know that I find a spot. Might find a spot. I'm still looking for longs. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's what we're doing. It's what we're doing. Looking for longs. Looking for longs. So, looking for them longs. Yes, just tap that 6208. On Hill, we're looking for sweep of lows and longs on longs and longs. That's what we're doing. So, lost pennies. I can't really look at the 40 minute. I have to change everything to get on the 40 minute. I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing it. I mean, I can look at a 30 minute. I have that on here. I mean, just grinding up, grinding up, grinding up. She's a grinder. I mean, look at the daily for the last week. Look at the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green days in a row. 6 green days in a row. Yeah. Obviously, these are expansion days followed by consolidation. One more expansion. We might consolidate today. Maybe. We'll see. We might. Might be another one of those consolidation days. I don't know. What up, Pine Tree in the house? Fair value gap with VWAP on the 5 minute. Yeah, I see that. Zatch. We're going to have a sell-off for about 80 minutes. Maybe lost pennies. For sure, the first... That's kind of been the trend lately, right? Sell-off at the open, recover, and end up at the highs. You will not trade more than 1 micro at a time today. Okay, Matty Matt. Why are we going down to 1 micro? Just for safety perspective? Zilmi, it is weird, but I'm used to it at this point. I really don't like. I'm not using VWAP for entries and exits. Sometimes I will use it for an exit, but for the most part, I'm looking at other things for my entries. So, took $600 profit, went back into shorts and micros. Yeah, I made a full port play Last night, I'm up 426 on this eval. So 426. Seems that when I decide to size up the start of the day, I take some losses and then dig myself out. That makes sense. Yeah, that's what I do, Zilmi. I'm not like I like the VWAP. I do think it's good for, like you said, reference, but I'm not using it for entries and exits per se, unless it's kind of paired with something else. So I do think that it's a high probability that we sweep the 686 at open. Maybe due to swing down into the 650s, 660s, and then push back up. We'll see. I don't know. The VWAP is not real. NQ is bouncing now, and I don't want to lose. The profit you had was up 90 to 35 at one point. Yeah. I mean, it could due to swing and sweep the 680s at open, though, Coper. It just depends on if you want to hold to open. Let's take a look at the news today. I think we got small news at 10 a.m. Michigan 1 year inflation expectations. And is that 10? Yeah, 10. Not really anything beyond that. And I'm not even sure if that news is going to do anything. Is it going to move us or not? Not sure. The VWAP for comedy, it usually makes me laugh. Yeah, I mean, I think the VWAP's fine to use. At the end of the day, all indicators are laggy, right? All indicators are lagging indicators. So, oh yeah, we'll see, Coper. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe we feel it, maybe we don't. What up, Stan? Sorry about my internet yesterday, guys. It went out and was out until probably, I don't know, 8 o'clock last night. Something like that. So horrible when when you don't have like standard television or satellite. You have everything streaming services, and so you can't even watch TV. Can't do anything. So what did I do? I worked on a lawnmower. That's what I did. We got it running. She doesn't know why, but she just hates it. Let's go. Nice dump on gold. What do we do? Yeah. Pull back into the 3270s. Pretty nice dump. You know me, I like the old trend line on the gold. I like the old trend line. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? So here's the break. So this will be your short entry. I guess you would have taken some drawdown here, but short 339. First target here. So I hit the first target, but not the second target. Well, I guess it did eventually hit the second target after coming back up. But yeah, that's pretty good break of structure play. 13, 14 points. It's like torture with no internet. Yeah, for sure. You lose power all the time from storms, sometimes for days. That sucks. Moving to break even after an amount of ticks. Zach, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Predator, I got my daughter out there to help me, and got her, teaching her how to use a ratchet, and taught her what a fuse was and how to jump a battery because the battery was dead. So your trigger word is liquidity. This should get Nutty Bar to do a lawnmower race. He'd beat me on that one. I do have a 0 turn. That one's about 7 or 8 years old. So Starlink, Pine Tree's thinking about Starlink. Yeah, I thought about it, but it just doesn't work that well in my area. The fastest speed that you can get is like, I think it's 100 down and like 10 up, which in this area is equivalent to basically DSL. So I did upgrade my internet speed, and even though it's not very good still, I upgraded to gig service, but they don't have balanced gig service. So it's 1 gig down and 35 gigs up. or 35 megabits per second up. So 1,000 over 35. I had 600 over 20. So we'll see if it helps. So, oh, but yeah, I'm not against Starlink. You still only have DSL? Yeah. I mean, you can stream on a 10 upload if it's just you, but if you have kids in the house and other people using it, it makes it very difficult. Mad Moxie in the house. Guys, I still need your help on the Take Private Trader. We are still nowhere near. We still need 28 more sales to hit our bonus. 28 more, looking more and more like we're not going to get it. We've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to get 28 sales, and I'm averaging about 5 sales per day. So you do the math, that puts us short. So if you guys need some Take Private Trader accounts, please use code MM. Get me to the bonus. It would be greatly appreciated. It would be greatly appreciated. And obviously I would give back by giving away probably 2 out of the 350K accounts. I might give them all away. I don't know. We'll see if we can get there. Matty Matt's maxed out. Nice, Matty Matt. I like it. It does work on resets. I think I still get credit for a reset trading on tilt. So if you reset and you use the code initially, then it still should work. But are the resets cheaper than the purchase of the accounts? I'm not sure. It looks like this 5-minute long might trigger it open. This is going to be like so annoying if it does. All right, Lost Pennies, appreciate you. Resets are 100. Yeah, if you bought the code with me, with my code, then yes, a reset should still give me credit. Basically, we need $2,800 in sales. Whether it's a reset, whether it's a new purchase, whatever. That equates to basically 28 accounts unless you purchase something more than a 50K. Woo, what was that? It like it was about to close on the 5-minute and then just ripped lower. What up, Husk? Good morning. There we go. Let's go. All right, here we go, guys. We got about a minute and a half till open. That was probably a good thing my trail stop moved before that, but still a red trade. That sucks, Matty Matt. It looked like it was about to go. It really did. Then it decided not to. I think Mancini tweeted out. Oh, wait a second. I got to get ready anyway over here. I almost forgot about the 15-second trade, guys. I'm going to try it again over here on TradingView. If it doesn't work this time, then I'll probably go away from the, not TradingView, Trade-of-8. So, Trade-o-bait. You're liking the 660 for reversal? Yeah. I mean, 660, what is that? Down there below the previous day close. You're holding your shorts? Let's go. All right, I'm going to bring Trade-of-8 down here for a minute. And we're going to attempt this 15-second trade on Trade-of-8 again. Doesn't work this time. We probably won't use this again. Actually, can I? It looks like it's doing it right. All right, here we go. There's the first candle. Tagged in. All right, I made $175. on that trail stop. Not what we wanted, but it's not a... The trail stop did its job. It didn't just straight go. So worked for, you know, $175 winner. We'll take it. Better than a loss. Better than a loss. We shall take it. Bounced off the previous day high there. Previous day high. You've been trying that exact same trade and been losing every time? I don't know. I'm not sure, John. Mine is, I'll show you, mine's the exact same way. This is my, and I'm going 15 minis there. Here's my ATM strategy. You can see 16 tick stop loss only, no take profit. It goes auto break even at 12 ticks. So at 12 ticks, it auto break evens. I don't know if you have that. At 12 ticks, it puts it 1 point into profit. So that's how we got stopped out today. But that's my ATM strategy. There we go, 686 tag there. So that's the London low. I don't know how it keeps losing, John. What are you using it on, John? Which platform? You don't have the auto break even. You'll try that. Yeah. So at 12 ticks, that's 3 points. I don't really want it to come back to my entry at that point. So I think that's how I got stopped out there. I did see the trail stop move it a couple of ticks. So you're using Quant Tower also. Quant Tower, I do just do the no TP. I just do the stop loss with the trail. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I really am not sure. Nice reaction here off that low. Off that 686 area. Remember, Coper, we said 686 was where we thought and we might be getting a bounce, to be careful there. Morning, Rob. Weekend mode on. Let's go. I like it. I'm going to take this 1 minute here if it closes, guys. All right, I'm in. Stopped out there. Did it break through there, though? It did. 1 tick. I got stopped out there. It's all right. What up, Amelia? I actually got slipped a point there, down 20 bucks. I wish that this would have closed somewhere down here. It would have been a much better play. But it's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yes, kind of hit the 62.8 there as well. So make sure that I am out of all those. Okay, we are. Reclaim of the 08 might send us up here on the ES. Let's kind of see what it does. Kind of holding below it right now. But we reclaim it might go. Still kind of just choppy at open here. Got that gap down below. Do we want to fill that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we get there. Do we get there? What do you guys think? Still got those relative equal highs up there, 728. Might want to fill the gap. We'll see. Nothing wrong with waiting, trading mints. I mean, at the 5-minute inverses here, you got the 2-minute as well. I do think we get a pretty good pop if those things happen. So let's watch the 2-minute here, and we also got the 5-minute. They're going to close not at the same time right now. Do you take the 2 at the 5 is not inversed yet? I'm not sure. You would probably has to go big news at 10. I don't think the news at 10's that big, is it? It's just 2-star. Oh, there's a gap. The new day gap is down below. It's just an opening gap. Not very big. Not very obvious. So 5 minutes pushing above here. There's that 50 EMA on the 1 minute. ES going. ES did reclaim the 08, didn't it? So I probably am going to take this. Two-minute, 3-minute closed above. Well, actually, 3-minute hasn't closed yet. There's a 1 minute left on the 5-minute candle. You the dog, Maxie. Are you a live trader or funded? I'm just funded. Just funded. Good morning, Robert. And the 5 minutes is going to the moon. ES reclaimed that level there. Stop is big. Stop, be big. All right, I'm going to take it here. You're about to pass your second phase if you're funded. Let's go. Nice job, slow boy. Hey, Wayne Bicknell, welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. All right, I'm in. All right, yes, got to hold the 08 here. That's the retest there. Probably could have waited for a retest on this. You were subscribed before, but you're back. What up, Wayne? Yeah, I do remember you, Wayne. So bounced off the VWAP there. We do have a 30-second re-entry here, which probably give you better R. 6 points. So a 30-second re-entry here. What I might do is add one there and take it off at 10. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do if we get an ad here. Needs to close above 35. Where you been hanging out in other streams? Yes, he has, Wayne. Wayne has. Yes, still pushing here. Good morning, Francis. How you doing? Having a hard time getting through that 30-second gap there. Just waiting to see what happens here. It's not moving quite as fast as I would like it to, but it's all right. $30-second did close above there, barely. $750 would be good. It would be nice, yeah. Got 1 minute or 30 seconds until a new 5 and 15-minute candle here. Trying to be patient and manage this appropriately, but it is a little nerve-wracking here. Good morning, Clarity. There's the new 5-minute and the new 15. Break even. What? What the hell happened? Hold on. How is it showing that these are stopped out? What in the hell is going on here? These are showing a $200 loss. I never took a loss there. Man, that's so annoying. That was a break-even trade. It was actually a $30, $40 winner. And it shows me as having a loss. Zilmi, I started streaming to make money. I'm going to be honest. Everybody who says they started streaming to be more disciplined, they're lying. They started streaming to make money. What in the hell? Let me go onto this thing and plot the markers, because like that makes no sense. Where do I do the plot marker thing at? That is freaking annoying as hell, man. Data series, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, see, this is showing I was stopped out on... I mean, you guys saw me move my stop in real time. It was nowhere near this when I moved it. I moved my stop immediately to 20 points. Why did the copy trader not move the stop? That's so freaking annoying. I mean, I moved the stop to 20 points right away. That's some bullshit, man. That makes me mad. That's right. Money, money. What up, Dylan? Rhythmic is trash. Screwy today. Pissing me off. That's so stupid. I don't understand it. Slow boy. Yeah. Am I more disciplined? No, not really. I miss some trades sometimes because I'm live. Because, you know, like, am I more disciplined? I don't know if that's the word, to be honest. How in the hell do I lose there? I mean, like, that is so annoying. I'm using Replicanto, Wayne. Good morning, Floki. How you doing? You're not trading? Do you think you would still be trading? I'm not sure, Zilmi. Probably not. No, there's not, Dylan. You can make as much as you want. You can pass in one day. I'm so annoyed, man. How does that stop me out there? Oh, man, that's annoying. But no, you can make as much as you want. You can pass in one day on Bulenox. Still 83% off right now. Apex is 80% off. I am annoyed. That is so annoying. That makes me mad. I manage the trade properly. I do everything I'm supposed to do, and I'm red. That's why I say sometimes things outside of trading, like, you know, outside of your control can really send you over the edge, right? So, you can't figure it out. Thought it blew my account first time using Bulenox. Yeah. It is trailing drawdown. 45 hit and I didn't get filled. Stopped out. That sucks. It did hit 45 to the tick, didn't it? Oh, man, that's so frustrating. So frustrating there. So frustrating. I mean, what are you going to do? Obviously, ES would have been the play there. ES up 5 points already. 6 points almost. You might short this Arami. Oof. Oofka. I'd ignore that one, personally, Pine Tree, but good luck, sir. Me, personally, I'd ignore it. But I am an idiot, so... That's annoying, man. That is annoying. Nice job, Black Phoenix. Nothing wrong with being done up 485. Most of your accounts, how many were handled correctly? Just the main one? Yeah, just the main account, Wayne. So I have 7 funded that I was copying across there. 7. So you can see this one, the lead account was correct. It managed them correctly. The followers, for some reason, it didn't move the stop. I don't know why. I don't know why. It is what it is. Oh, it's all good clarity. I'm pissed off about it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not like, I'm not tilted about it. You know what I'm saying? I am not tilted about it. So I am annoyed, but I'm not going to let it affect me. And now, of course, we're going to get the movement. I did not notice that. Yes, going to the moon here all the way up to the 15. I'm going to jump back in here on this eval. Yes, approaching the 616 area. See if we get 10 points here. You're short 35. Stop -10. Trash price action. It is trash. It is. Pine Tree, I told you I'm an idiot, but I would ignore that one. I told you. I don't, yeah, it's 2-star news. It is 2-star news. Tis 2-star news. Should be all right. Well, let me put my stop down. Okay, there we go. You accepted the challenge. You were like, yes. What about Alpha Prime? You have a great day today so far. 7.5 bags of Gambler. Let's go. Nice job. Copy trader problems again. Yeah. Well, Manny Man, I'm the opposite. One green and the other's red. We're the opposite. We push above the 50 here. I'll probably go break even. I think I'm looking for like 54 on the other chart. Something like that. Yeah, 54. All right, I'm going to break even here too. Guys, I will be on My Funded Futures TV on Monday at 10 a.m. If you guys want to join me, I'm going to go ahead and take the points there. And I'm going to hold this one for the data high. We have the gap up there, 5 minutes. Yeah. ES is way cleaner, Matty Matt. You're for sure. For sure, ES way cleaner. What up, Black Beauty? ES to the moon here, 62.19. Next level up, 62.20. I'll lock some in here. Why not? Let's just lock some in here. So annoying, man. I knew it was going here. Into play. Ah. What up, Jim? You just gave yourself lashings for saying fair value gap? Fa-pow! Fa-pow! Oh. Hit Pine Tree with the lashings, whatever it's called. The whip! Fa-pow! So annoying, man. Outlined the play, took the play, and I would have been stop break even. I'm going to make that very clear. I moved my stop to break even at the mechanical break even spot, even though I know this is the draw on liquidity. I know 774 is the draw on liquidity. This is pretty much the exact same play as yesterday, guys. Go back and look at yesterday. Open up, sweep London low, IFVG to the upside, data high above. Exact same play. Exact same play. First inside bar paid. It did. Indeed. And you tried to fade it, Pine Tree. You tried to fade it with the Harami. Fast Eddie, the data high is the 8:30 wick that this candle left. So we had news at 8:30 that prompted the sell-off. And that's the wick that it left. So it's not been filled. And a lot of times, you know, that wick will be filled. On one account, prop game. Yeah, for sure. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So you took it on the XFA. Nice. Let's go. I'm tempted to move my target up to this 788 area, to be honest. Tempted to move the target up there. We might get a... It may sweep lower at this news, or it could just rip higher. What I'll do is I'll lock in 760 for the push through the data high, and then we'll see if we can hold it to the 788. Let's see. Target 810 alpha. I think that's a good target too, because if we get above 800, we typically push to the 810s anyway, right? We usually go to that 10 mark on the push above the whole number. So a little, I'm annoyed with the copier because I should be break even right now, but I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm going to put those accounts away just so you guys know. It is a red week. We're down $900 on the week across every funded account. Rough week. Last week we were up 2,000. This week we're down 900. Ebbs and flows. Next week, let's just make sure we're green. That's all we can do. So the push through data high will lock in 60. So I'm going to get ready to do that, assuming that we push at the 10 a.m. news. We might rip. We might rip down. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we do, but you know what? What the heck? Let's join Alpha. Let's join Alpha. Okay, let's lock in 60. We're joining Alpha. We're going for Alpha's target. I think 788, we move it up to 770. So I think through 88, we'll move it up to 70. We might get, you don't want to see this be a soup. You want to see it blast through 88 there, really. If you get a negative reaction there, then that's not going to be a good sign. Up 50 points right now. locking in 30. Again, negative 300 and back to break even. Got to call it a day. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We pop the 800, we get a pretty big candle here, I think, to the upside. You want to see this continue going. You really want to see this going. Probably going to go ahead and lock in 80, to be honest. So locking in 40 points here, 42, I think. Yeah, I'm going to lock it in because if this soups, I don't want to be in it. I want it to just hold above this and go. If it's going to chop around, build structure up here and then go. If we get through the 90 here, we should get to moving pretty quickly. Can she go? Safest place for the stop, honestly, is 63, but we got trailing drawdown here. We don't want to give up that 17 points. Always when you're not in. Me too, Matty Matt. You see, I was in on the funded on this exact same play with a better entry. Actually, maybe not a better entry. Yeah, I guess about the same entry. And I just didn't manage it the way I managed it. I don't know. I managed it okay, but for some reason it stopped me out anyway. Think of how furious I would have been if I went for a bigger play and it hit, and then I realized I was stopped out on the other 6 accounts. That would be so much more tilting than just being stopped at break even and only losing basically 220. Right? Yeah, entry 6,200. Like, that's an excellent entry. I was looking for a reclaim of the 6,208 on the ES. That was going to be my key to go higher. Signaling 834. Could be alpha. Could be. I want to see this push through the 90. If we get pushed through the 90 here, this thing we should get a little rocket ship up. A little boner candle. Boner alert. Boner alert. Like that right there. We need to push above 800 here. Don't want to reject right there. Keep pushing. Boner alert. All the ladies in the chat got excited when I started saying that. Probably not. They probably rolled their eyes. The 4 ladies that are in the chat. Oh. Who do we know that is female? We got Mad Moxie, Cove Per. I think Mad Moxie's female, I'm pretty sure. Black Beauty, Amelia. Am I forgetting somebody? Am I forgetting anybody? If you're a lady in the chat, please stand up. I don't remember. I might be forgetting someone. I probably am. It's not obvious always, right? If it's a male or female. Can we get the 810 push here? I didn't like the rejection off 800 there, but it makes sense. Crystal, you know you'll take the boner. See? Dragging the women out of the chat there. Crystal with the dirty mind. We were talking about the candle. That's what we were talking about here. Yeah, Jamie, exactly. Exactly. So close to all-time highs, like so close. Why would you consider a short? I will not. My short button is broken. My short button is broken. All right, I'm locking in the 50 points here. Oh, I know what you meant. Yeah. Yeah. So we're locking in 50 points on this eval. It's always the eval, never the funded. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Gotta hold the 800s here. Do I move my stop back to 760? I don't know. I'm just going to take the 50 points here. If it doesn't hold the 90, then I'm just take the 50 points. The next push above 800 should give us to our target. Should give us the target here. Should run here. You do scalp $90 on each of your 3 PAs. Nice, you did. Using Replicanto, no issues. Yeah, I haven't really been having any issues with Replicanto at all. This is the first issue, man, probably in a month or so. It's the first time I've had an issue. And I like Replicanto a lot, so I'm not knocking it. It's just first time. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. What up, Clarity? Oh, yeah, I forgot about Clarity. I forgot about Clarity. How could I forget Clarity? Darn it. I knew there was somebody obvious I was probably forgetting. Oh. All right, to the 6 females in the chat, then. There we go. Had a bad issue yesterday that I had to recover out of, but it was Ninja issue. Yeah, that was the same thing with Husk. His Ninja was like frozen for most of the day. Just wouldn't do anything. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. A little more. Just a little. Go to your home. It is your home. Replicanto and Apex copiers eventually will wreck you up. Been there, done that. I mean, I've had no problems with Replicanto. It's been really solid. I had a lot more issues with the Quantower. I still use both. Hey, let's go. Let's go. 62-point winner. Who's doing it like Methodical? Even though he's red on his funded accounts. Oh, we got tagged. Let's see what he said here. Kind of annoyed there, though. Really annoyed. It's all good. Nice job, Alpine. Alpha. Look at that rejection off the 10, too, or the 15. Just kind of annoyed. I don't know. I mean, I'm okay about it. I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to do anything, not do anything crazy. Somebody said they took the 50 touch. Okay, yeah. So CT said he took the first 6. I don't like CT. I don't like this 50 touch. I'm glad it did pair with the VWAP, but there's a reason I don't like this 50 touch, and it's because they're not. The EMAs are still technically they're not even crossed yet. I don't know if CT's in here or not. Would be a different story if it was funded. Yeah, for sure, Clarity. Well, I'm not going to go for that big of a play on a funded anyway. funded, I'm looking for like 10 to 20 points, right? So and that's all I was looking for on the fundeds. And like I said, I managed that trade properly, right? So here's the 5-minute play. Let's look at it and think about it. So here's the 5-minute play. So I entered the trade off the 5-minute here. We immediately got a pullback of about 20 points. We got a 20-point pullback. I knew my stop had to be 30 points. So I had my stop below this wick, right? So what happens is we did create a swing, okay, right there. So technically speaking, I'm supposed to go to break even once we breach this swing, which if you follow the model mechanically, this would be a break even trade. All right. Now with the data high above, you may consider, it's actually here. You may consider not going to break even there, thinking that it, maybe you go to break even here because you don't know what's going to happen that you don't know what's going to happen at this imbalance, right? But what happened during this trade was this. This is what happened during the trade. We got a 30-second re-entry right here. So I used the 30-second for my break even. So once the 30-second re-entry closed above and then it breached the internal swing, that's when I moved to break even because we had a re-entry. It shortened my stop effectively. But that's the breakdown of the trade. The copier just failed me. That's all. It's okay. Story of my life, right? All-time highs are probably on deck here, guys. Up 10.25 bags of a gambler. Let's go. But yeah, that is the goal, right, Clarity? To be able to hold funded funded trades like they are evals, right? That's the goal. Just not there yet. Yeah, me too, Manny, man. Like, when I see a spot to move my stop, I have to move it, right? I mean, I don't have to, but I have to. Now, even if I waited to move the stop to the actual break even, the result would have been the same. All-time highs is around 870, 22,870, I believe. But the reason that I re-entered on the eval is because on the eval, I have more, like I entered on the eval here and just didn't go back. I just didn't go to break even because that confidence is going here. I just don't have that. I just don't have that on my funded. I don't know why, but I just don't. Still working through that. But let me look at my, let me see where all-time highs is. Let me see all-time high. All right, let me see here. I gotta zoom out. Now, here's the thing. This is the 50 touch I probably would take. Right now, it's aligning with a pivot. We'll see. I think it's at 870. You stopped copying because I was losing accounts all at once. Yeah, and Clarity. I've thought about that, right? I thought about that. I thought about just going to trading one account. And I still might do that. But just haven't done it yet. I haven't made that decision to do it yet. But yeah, I may still do that. We might still decide to go that route. Oh, what time is it? Excuse me. I was gonna watch I forgot. pull something up here. Why does it not come up when I punch it in that way? I need FSP's courses. I do. 100%. Oh, Trader on Tilt. I am thinking about making a course. What do you guys think? I'm going to make a course and I'm going to sell it for... I'm only going to ask $0.0 for it. Thinking about creating a free course. I don't know. What do you guys think? We'll see. A free course. $0. To show you the limited knowledge that I have. The very limited knowledge that I have. So, yeah, I got to keep the stream free. In fact, I am gonna pause these ads. I did mean to kind of turn them off. But yeah, when we're trading near all-time highs, guys, my short button is broken. Short button at that point is broken. I'm going to take this 50 bounce if we get it. If it triggers here. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's well. Oh man, I'm doing okay. Make it $9.99 and we can donate those monies for a good cause. That's what we could say, right? We could say those things. Donating it to a good cause. I get to choose. My checking account is a great cause. My checking account is the great cause. Did FSP stop showing his P&L with all his green trades? Clarity, yeah, I think he got some YouTube warnings. But I think that had maybe something to do with the way he structured his giveaways, number one, and number two, how he basically only showed green trades. And then, you know, I think he was asking you to like go, I don't know, certain things he got warnings for. I'm not quite sure what they 100% were, but I'm assuming it was something like that. How come it doesn't let me? Okay, so I guess I got to be over here. Okay. So I'm going to place an order there at 71 for now. For this 50 EMA bounce. Futures Scalpers Trader. FSP. I think his name's Future Scalper Trader. I think. I have got to go to the bathroom here, guys. Drinking too many fluids. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. You check one of his streams after the YouTube morning and noticed that he didn't see his P&L. Yeah, that's probably why. He would make you do like 5 different things in their giveaway. Yeah. I'm going to start doing that, John. We're going to do... I'm just kidding. I can't even be serious when I try to say that. I'm going to make you give me your social security number. So... Oh, yeah, he's making some cash, John, for sure. I mean, look at the amount of people watching his stream every day. This is a nice little pushback up. I should have longed right here off the 804. Let me see if we get a retrace to this area. I'll long right there. If it can pull back into the 804 before it hits the high, I'll long. AKA Dr. Frankenstein. That's right. It's also a retest of the 9 EMA there. All right, guys, see if we get a bounce off the 804s. Obviously, the better entry's back there at the 50, but for an eval, this is okay play, I think. You bought Tino's course, Trader's Reality, and it was just too much info. I learned a bit, but would say simple is best. Yeah, Fast Eddie. I'm never going to sell a course, but I thought, you know, thought about doing a free one. Someone else gave me the kind of idea to do it. So. I really should have my stop here, but it's all right. So giving a little back there. Dun, dun, dun. And what I'll do is I'll do like, you know, because I have 3 or 4 different strategies that I trade. So we'll do like, you know, we'll break down each one individually. What up, full time? How you doing? Now, depending how we get to this 776, I may take this on my funded accounts as well. Yeah, I don't know who Tino is. I must be missing something. Hey, let's go, full-time. Nice job. So if we kind of just walk back to the 76 area here and we don't... Okay. I'm going to take it. It might be a bad idea, but I'm going to take it anyway. And I'm not moving my stop at all. Not moving the stop. Hands off. Whatever happens, happens. There we go. We're in. Let's see if the copy trader even put us into these trades. It did. Showing you guys my hands. Showing you guys my hands. Clinching for me. No, I've accepted it. It's either a winner or a loser, 100%. Let's do it. 30% super hardcore if you're even over 1 penny. Yeah. Check out the course. Connie Lingus. I don't even know who is that. I've never heard of that person. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're not using the 50 EMA, I don't know what to tell you. All right, we overcome the copy trader. We didn't let it affect us. We said, we don't give a shit, copy trader. We're going to find another spot. Let's go. What up, Michael? We're like, screw you, copy trader. But thank you for taking the trade correctly that time. Oh. Thank you for taking the trade correctly that time. We appreciate it. You're in 2777. I'm telling you guys, if you trade this 50 EMA and you pair it with something, right? You have to pair it with something, right? So here's the cross of the 9, the 21, and the 50. We get a clear trend up, right? Clear trend up. If it grinds back to the 50, that's what you want to see. We paired it today with a bullish fair value gap, right? The very first touch, set a limit order, look for 10 points. You're not looking for a home run, you're looking for 10 points. That very first touch, very high probability. Very high probability. Yeah, Wayne, we just recovered it. So we're up 412 on the one and then 167 on the others. Should be up 412 across the board. So now, instead of being down 900 on the week, we're only down $623. There you go. Math is hard. Love the 50 EMA. Yeah, I used to have the 200 on there, but I don't. It's a little too much for me. So, exactly, Clarity, exactly. That's what we try to do. I lied. You promised you weren't going to trade those accounts again today? Yeah, John. But this looks too clean, John. Like sometimes, right? Sometimes if something looks clean, you have to just take it. You have to just take it. This looked clean to me. This is something I look for every single day. You know, every day. And honestly, you know, before open, we had a really good 50 touch too. Look at this trend at the news. Look at this trend at the news. Now, the only reason I wouldn't have taken this one, this 50 touch here, is because it's before 10 a.m. It's actually before the open. And we had data high above. You know, the data high sitting up here. But this 50 touch even paid to the low of day 40 points. So, there we go. You like Stock Tiger Human Algo DCA method too? Let's go. Alpha target 834. Yeah, I mean, if you're targeting 834, you may as well target all-time highs, right? Right out of those 15 minutes and 1 hour gaps, like clockwork, was a little bit of slippage. Yeah, we held the 15 minute too. Look at this 15 minute down here. Even if you weren't looking at the hourly, if you look at the 15 minute, we hit this. Maybe it was the hourly. Where did I see it? I saw a gap. Was it the hourly? It might have been the hourly. Oh, it was the hourly. Yeah, it was the hourly. So you kind of had the gap here, how we hit this little hourly gap and then bulled out of there. Little tiny gap there. Looked like we might close below and then that huge bullish reaction out of there. Guys, this is the same setup as yesterday. Like I'm telling you, like when you're at all-time highs, mark out the midnight to 7 a.m. low. Mark out the low after midnight. Boom. Sweep of the midnight low. Look for an inversion back the other way. The exact same thing played out yesterday. If we go to yesterday's price action, you have the exact same thing. The midnight low, a little bit unassuming yesterday, was right here. Yeah. So here was the midnight low yesterday. So we sweep the midnight low yesterday. Where was it at? Am I on yesterday? Or is this, where's this? Is that not what happened yesterday? I thought we did that same thing yesterday. Am I looking at this wrong? Am I on the wrong day? I think I'm on the wrong day. Maybe we didn't sweep the London low. I swore we swept the London low yesterday. Did I skip it? Did I miss a day? Maybe we didn't. Oh. Did I go past it? I might have went past it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. Okay, here it is. I was like, wait, I know we did. I mean, I was like, I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not cray-cray. So the midnight, here it is. All right. I was on the wrong day. Go figure. So there it is. So there's the sweep yesterday. Sweep of London low, you had data high above. So the exact same play, basically. 3-minute fair value gap, 2-minute fair value gap here. It's clean close above. That's your long trigger to data high. So the exact same setup. Sweep the London low, and then go back to the data high. I don't know how I got so far by it. So the same setup today. Sweep the London low, data high above, fair value gap, hit it and went. So midnight open yesterday, yeah. I consider it still the London. Midnight to 3 or midnight to 7, I still consider it a London. I know some people don't. Alpha, I think we're going to 770. The Grandmaster, very methodical 50 MA, yeah. You see price 160-point trades, you can be wrong on the direction of the day and still get 20 points. That makes sense. Stocker says he was pulling back on spamming his entries. What happened, Clarity? Oh, he was pulling back on spamming his entries. So, you need Kid Poker around with some rants. Dude, Kid Poker, I saw him last night in was it in Pine Trees? Or was he in Stock Tiger? He was either in Pine Trees. I think he was in Pine Trees yesterday. Should I create some drama full time? Predator, good morning. Or have a good weekend. London Open, you consider the low from 2 to 5. Yeah, you could do that too, Michael. I like the midnight, and I marked out both today, if you noticed. I marked out both today. I marked out the 686, which is the midnight to the midnight open, the midnight low. And then I did mark out the other low for London, which was 704, somewhere in there. Yeah, 707. So I did mark out both today. Depends on which one's obvious, right? I'll play either one of them, but the 15-minute breakout did actually, I didn't even notice that. It did actually pay today with very little drawdown today. Nice 80 points. No, I'm not in Alpha. You'd see if I'm in. I got to jump in on the drama trading. Yeah, I need to do that, Jamie, right? I can use it to leverage the channel. Yeah. So I just don't know how to do it yet. I got an idea. Though. Got an idea. Tell Patrick one of his Lambos is lacking. Well, I mean, you know. I don't know. I was kind of talking about that last night, how Patrick used to be quite a bit different than he is now. I mean, I'm sure you guys can probably remember a few years ago when he said he would never own a Lambo or a Ferrari or a supercar. He would never own one. 15-minute is king. If you are a brand new trader, just trade the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, I guess I could say that. Tell him how small his BDH is. Me and Husk are fighting. Yeah, I'm going to punch Husk in the nose. Actually, I'm going to punch him in the Coke can. Oh, the fight gets a lot of attention. It does. Patrick Whelan's a bully now. A few years ago, he would take a loss and cry on stream. Yeah. Not hard, create drama, just target one streamer and bash them every day. Yeah. Um, well, what I mean by different is, if you remember a few years ago, and probably more like 5 years ago, um, I would say probably 5 years ago, he was dating this girl. I don't remember her name. And he was very reserved. You didn't see the whole persona that you see now with him. Very reserved. He would help people in the chat if they had a question. Yeah, it's a question. Maybe they could answer themselves, but he would help them and things like that. Jim said something about the small 6-ounce Coke can. Yeah, the 6-ounce Coke can. Husk is revealing his size here. Just saying. Technically, BGH owns it now, and good for the business, I guess. Less tax and can ride a car. People change with money. Yeah, Jose, I agree. But, you don't have to be a jackass all the time, right? So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about full time. When he was trading the penny stocks and like stuff like that. So, yeah, the way he talks to women is kind of a little bit, Yeah, clarity. I know, and that's the thing. If I do something like that, it'll just be more or less like not really on the stream, if you know what I mean. This is why you don't short, guys, at all-time highs. This is why you don't short. I think he was making enough money back then, Lavender, to I mean, I know how small my channel is and I know how much money I make, so like, I think he was making enough money to afford a Lambo, just maybe not comfortably like he does now. So I do think he realized that, like, to some degree, it's I don't know what the word is. It's good for business, whatever you want to call it. This is kind of like, this is not a good long, but I'm going to take it anyway. Should work. Stop to break even at 816. Good momentum here. Yes, is that initial balance though? Got to give it a little room here. Dun, 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 dun. I try to be transparent. You think this is a character thing, money thing, people entertainment for the code? Yeah, Jose, it is. But do I think that that character bleeds over into real life to some degree? Yes. So, but I do agree with that. He tried to flex on Rips and did not realize that he was a multimillionaire before he even traded. Is he? Was he? I don't know, Michael. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure. I don't know about Rips. I know he made a lot of money with. I know Rips made a lot of money with Topstep without having to be profitable, right? Maybe a fight over something silly. Husk left the toilet seat up last time he visited, or your bicycle's paint job is cooler than his. It's got to be 10 times more than his trading. Let me do the math. 10 times more. No, not quite. I wouldn't say 10 times more. Wouldn't say 10 times more. Man, how does this just not go? So rude. I'm going to give it more room. Rips claims he made loads of money from business and poker. I don't think he made that much money from poker, but that's just me. So he had digital marketing agency. He already was flying private. I mean, we could get into the whole private thing, right? Uh, you know, flying private. It depends on, like, I guess where he's flying private to and how he's flying private. So I don't know. I'm in an eval now, Wayne. Yes. Thank you, full time. You said how much money can they make from their channel? Nutty is not that big, maybe from affiliates. Jose, yeah, I average about 15,000 a month. This month we're not going to get there, but typically we average somewhere. My high water mark's 20K in a month. Somewhere between 10 and 20 a month. And I've got 7,000 subs, and Nutty has what, 20,000 subs or something, or 18,000, somewhere in there. So he's about, we'll say 1.5 my channel. So maybe you take what my highest number is and you multiply it by 1.5 and you're probably close. So you're in at 77. That's better than me. So yeah, you can make good money. I don't know Rips. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea about Rips. So I don't know. I watch Rips like 2 times ever. I think he trades volume profile, right? Not from YouTube, Jose. It's from affiliates. You have 9 subs. How did I get so many? Alpha, it has been, it's a grind, right? I traded New York, London. I traded, consistent trading. Not overnight by any stretch. But you now have 10 subscribers, Alpha. I pressed the button. The Greeks time decay versus futures, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Rips could be rich. I have no idea. He could be rich. I mean, has he made a lot of money from Topstep before he left there? Yeah, for sure. Is he making money from APEX? Yeah, for sure. I mean, Topstep had to be paying Rips probably $100,000 a month, something like that. So, over $1 million a year, I'm sure. Oh, he's a breakout trader. Oh, okay, I didn't know. It's from the affiliate commissions full time. You can't deal with Rips or FSB, all that damn shouting. Yeah. The loudness is what sells. Flying private if you're paying from your company. Yeah, I agree, Jose. Also, I mean, there's such things as like comped private flights, right? I mean, you can fly private for free depending upon like what you're doing and how it's structured and stuff like that. So I do think he has a lot of money. I mean, he has way more money than me, that's for sure. No question. But as far as like if he's richer than Patrick, he probably is. I mean, obviously Patrick does spend quite a bit of money. It's not cheap keeping up the BDH and then all the vehicles, all the maintenance and the stuff like that. So probably has more than Patrick. Patrick is doing a lot better this year, though, I guess, in his trading. I mean, he ran that one account up to what, over 300K? That's pretty, I mean, that's excellent. Great job doing that one account. Thinks he's better than PW, and he tells people about their mother as soon as he is pissed off. Rips, Bentleys and Ferraris are brand new. Patrick's are older used models. Yeah, I don't know. Does Rips have Bentleys? I don't even know. I've never seen it. Like I said, I don't watch Rips. I haven't seen them all that much. So yeah, he does have the boat too. The fishing. I mean, he has full time captain and all that on the payroll. So, which I'm sure if Rips have businesses, he probably has overhead for that and stuff as well. So, I mean, I like cars too. I mean, if I had enough money to buy a bunch of cars, would I have a bunch of cars? I'm not so sure, but of course I still like cars. Fractional ownership in net jets isn't crazy expensive. compared to ownership, 30K to go from Detroit to Miami. That's still a lot of money. Paying for the cars, not paying taxes, or paying taxes and having nothing is just a marketing thing and brings new people in and generates more money. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you see a supercar flying down the road and it says only prop firms, you're probably going to visit the site to see what he does. Even if you have no idea about trading or you don't know anything about prop firms, you'd still probably visit the site just to see. Full time, he's got to be paying the captain way more than that. There's no way that guy works for 35 to 50K a year. I would think 150 a year if I had to guess. There's no way that guy works for that little bit of money and puts up with Patrick's shit. Or at least I wouldn't. I think he's got to be making like 150. You got to be making decent money. In my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. He's got to be making the money. 35 was 25 years ago. Yeah. Does all that stuff bring happiness? I don't think so. Happiness is an attitude. That's right, Fast Eddie. But, like the song says, what does it say? Money may not buy happiness, but money can buy me a boat. Alpha, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Alpha Prime is the channel. If you just click on his name and go to visit channel, you can tolerate Patrick for less than 200K a year, 10K per foot, typical boat. Is it really? Trader? I didn't know that. That's interesting. When you're making that kind of money, you invest it everywhere. You do not buy Lambos and other dumb shit. Yeah, we'll see. He may actually be on call at certain hours. That is true. Hard to know, right, Jose? It's hard to know. And a truck to pull it. That's right, Slade. It can buy you a boat. I can't remember all the lines. And then it says an ice cold, or what is it, a cooler full of ice cold beers. Trader on tilt, worked in yachting for 11 years. Nice. I've never been on a yacht. I've been on a cruise ship. I've never actually been on like a yacht. I've been on a fishing boat one time, went deep sea fishing once, got seasick. Got made fun of by the kids. Jay Dunn from Team Bull is cleaning up. His Discord has thousands of members and they're each paid $200 a month. Really, Michael? I didn't know that. I know Jay Dunn. Isn't that the kid that Patrick doesn't like? I don't know. Yeti ice down with some silver bullets. That's right. Yeah. I need to turn the song on to get it, It's nice pulling up to the marina and spending 5K on filling it up. No worries. Yeah. You'll take me out if I come to Jacksonville. I'm coming to Jacksonville eventually, Matt. I'm not taking as many trips this summer as I would like. Just, unexpected expenses, not really making as much money as I would like to. So I'm not really taking the trips that I normally would like to take. But, we'll get there. We'll be back eventually. We shall be back eventually. Got other stuff going on. You got to pay for things. He's just jealous because he has paid memberships and affiliate, and Patrick just has affiliate. He has paid memberships. Oh, okay. Oh, because he has the Discord. I mean, I guess Patrick could create a Discord, right, if he wanted to, I guess. He could. You like to troll Kane about Patrick in trading contest? I have no idea. Does Kane stream? See, I don't even look around anymore to know who streams. I mean, is this a good DCA spot? What do you guys think? It's the second touch. Actually, like the third touch. I may take it. to get my average down a little bit. Nah, well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we just let it stop us. Oh, he streams with Ninja Trader on Wednesday. I didn't know that. He also has a paid Discord? Let's go, Black Phoenix. Nice job. You have a good weekend, too. You just want to be profitable. You don't really care about their marketing tactics. A lot of people are like that, Jose, but the problem is then that stuff kind of sells, too. You know what I mean? You saw Kane on Ninja Trader one time, and I had to turn it off. He's ADHD all over the chart, zooming in and zooming out, jumping time frames. I thought I was about to have a seizure. That's crazy. I've never seen him trade. I did watch one video of him trading, but, you know. I think it was a video, something he posted about breaking the Apex record or whatever. I mean, whatever he's doing, he certainly got it down to a T, right? He's got it down to a T. We are going to be posting a video probably in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, that's going to be regarding a Discord. We're going to be jumping into some Discord servers, taking their trades for the week, and seeing how profitable they are, seeing if it's like something that a beginner trader could jump into and it be worth it. So I'm going to be doing that. So look out for those videos to be dropping eventually. Not going to tell you who the first one's going to be, but there will be one, and then we'll do another, and we'll do another, and we'll do another. Kind of for fun. Now, just so you know, I won't be the one actually taking the trades in the Discord. It will be someone else, and then we'll screen record it, track the results, and post a video. Kind of save you guys from having to, if you're looking for a Discord to trade in, it kind of saves you from doing the legwork there. Because listen, at the end of the day, that's what Discords are, right? They're just signal services. It's no different than what I'm doing free on YouTube, but, you know, those people just charge for it. They just charge for it. Yeah, Matt, if we get a clean inversion here, I'm going to go long again. We pulled back to discount of this range, I believe. Let me measure it just to make sure. So we pulled back to discount of the range here, right? I think right around 50%. Yep, right at 50%. And we swept liquidity here. We're delivering from a fair value gap. So from a theoretical perspective, this is being A+ long if we get good momentum through here. Now, the only issue with this is we did already run kind of the data high. The only thing that's left above here is all-time highs, right? It's really the only thing left above. You're long at 70. I like it. I like it. And this little red candle here doesn't concern me. If the next candle opens up green and closes above, then you create a small 1 minute order block here as well. So if it can push and close above, then, you know, that would be interesting. But we'll see what happens. And also on the 5 minute here, if this 5 minute candle can stay above this swing low, then this would become protected at that point. If it does not create a swing low here, then this would not be protected. Because it is a wick that took out another wick inside a fair value gap. But it has to create a swing low in order for it to be protected. Until then, it's not. And a protected low just means it's not a good target. At 25 points, let's go. Nice job, Tech. Dun, 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 dun. Thanks, full time. I appreciate it. I'm a bit of an idiot, but, you know, we do the best we can. You might end up with a little SMT here. Let's see. So again, if it breaches this low, then it's not protected yet. It's got 3 minutes. We'll see how the candle closes. I'll let you guys know if it becomes protected. ES definitely holding. For sure full time, that's how it works, right? So ES did already sweep this low. Got another gap here. Massive selling. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice that that was the 15-minute. I didn't even see that. So that would have failed anyway. I didn't notice that was the, is that? No, that's not. Is it? No, it's not. That's just a pivot. I'm confusing myself there. It's just a pivot point. I thought that was the initial balance high. This is the 15-minute opening range high right here at 743. Should drop 100 to 300 points. Oof. I don't know full time. I mean, I'm just looking for pullbacks to long. That's what I'm looking for. So that's not a protected low there. Nice. Ooh, man, this is a... I should try this. It's late, though, is the problem. Might DCA into this a couple times. I'm late to the trade. So 760, I guess, would be the TP technically. Just 5 points because I'm late to the entry there. VWAP paired with the bullish gap and the half number here, the 50 level. Good spot for a bounce. I missed the entry, but end up taking a few points off of it. You're in at 60 alpha? Nice. Yes, also tapped the 6220 or right there at it. Clearly not in CM Group favor of their balance for the day, so they will not let it fall. Oh. I don't know anything about that. 32 in play. Yeah, I mean, we're back to 50% of the range, so I always say to see how we react to 50% of the range. You know, do we start consolidating or do we push right through there? If we just consolidate, then that generally means we're going back up. Do not tell me that the stupid internet went out again. I will throw this modem out the door if this internet goes out again. All right, looks like it's still up. So annoying. Did I read correctly that if you want to close your master account on Bulenox, you can request your safety net? No. If you close your master account, you get 40% of your balance, if I remember correctly. So you get 40% of your balance, I believe. So yeah, you can request some of the safety net, but I think it's 40%. So, oh, I got you full time. I believe it's 40%. We'll take this again over here. Same play. I think it still works. Same play, different account. I'll go break even at like 57. Just to protect myself. Six points or 10? What's it going to be? Or 9? There we go. Again, just playing off that bullish gap there, the VWAP, the 50 level, that's all we're doing. The real holy grail of trading is trading your plan, no attachment to outcome. That's what I tried to do earlier full time. I was like, I know that 50 bounce works a lot of the time. And so I wanted to just take that based on that. Methodical was watching my funded TV and they rather have a DGN 0DJ. No, I'm going to be on there, Jonathan, on Monday, 10 a.m. So I will be there Monday, 10 a.m. We'll be there. So I could have came on yesterday. Good thing I didn't schedule it for yesterday because my internet crapped the bed. But, yeah. 0 days of DGen, but I like him. He's fun to watch. No matter how good I am at reading order flow, there are variables that are not known. Yeah, probably true. But yeah, we'll be on there Monday at 10 a.m. I haven't really posted it on social media, but I've said it a few times here. So, and guys, we will be taking some trades while we're on there. You know, I'll find spots to take trades. We'll push the button. We will push the button. I might take this long here again. Might re-enter. I'm not like in love with this play. I do think that this gap, closing above this gap means more. But decent momentum. The only thing is you do have the 50 there. You know what? I may wait. I might wait for us to close back above this gap here. We might just wait. Let's see here. I mean, the 50 EMA right there is not even a 50 EMA play that I would take ever. We did have the cross, but that's the only scary thing about this is you got to fight the 50 to get through there. Subject to the provisions of master agreement, trader is entitled to withdraw safety threshold reserve upon the termination of the master agreement. Yeah, but I think there's levels to that, Timbo. I'll dig into it for you. Actually, let me look. I think that there are certain level restrictions for that. Let me read it. You have 8,000 contracts on the selling and nearly 0 buying. Interesting. So it does say subject to the provisions of the master agreement. So we need to see what the provisions in the master agreement are. I am almost 100% sure that I remember looking this up one time and it was 40%. So I almost remember looking that up and it was 40% of the balance. So if you have $1,000 in there, you take out $400, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure that's what I remember. I do have a copy of the master agreement somewhere. I'll need to pull that up to get the exact details. So it looks like this trade's going to be invalid because it's going to hit the internal here probably before it closes right there. So you're going to have to wait for this gap anyway to get confirmation. I'll probably still take this. I mean, it's still an A setup, in my opinion. Reading the master agreement now. Chat GPT. Let's go. Let me know. CME Group has the monopoly, and if they closed, the whole world would collapse. Oh, really? Interesting. So you see, that's a 50 touch that I would always bypass. I would never take that. Yeah, I'm just curious too, Timbo. I think that's what it is, though. I do think it's. I think it was 40%, if I remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Guys, why'd y'all let me take this horrible trade here where I lost like 30 points or something? 47 points. Oh, I don't know why I took that trade and didn't just stop out. I mean, I know why I took it, but I should have just stopped out on it. Should have, but didn't. I blame Timbo. Oh. I just picked someone in the chat to blame. Isn't that the way you do it? It's all Timbo's fault. You're long 691 looking for the take profit of the new all-time high. Let's go. Nice job. That's the way Patrick Whelan does it? Yeah. 691. Man, you're holding. You're up like 80 points. You were up, what, over 100 points there? That's a great hold. 691. You pretty much bottom tick this thing. I mean, that's pretty much bottom ticking that. It's always the chat fault. That's what we got to do. Got to start doing that. Okay, so in 23 seconds, this wick will now be protected, technically. I think. You accept responsibility. It's all your fault. So how big of a stop can we have here? We have a 30-point stop. Sure. I'm in. I'm in. I'm going to target like 815. Stop to break even, I'm guessing. Really like 7.99. Something like that. Just flashed 824. We're in from lucky number 777. Let's go. That's what your ex told me. That's how it works. Oh, yeah, I need to check something right quick. Guys, I need your help on Take Profit Trader, guys. We're still trying to hit the bonus. So if you could help us out, that would be excellent. Looks like we've sold one account today. Thank you to whoever that was. We need like 20. How many more do we need? Let's see. 27? We need like 27 more, guys. $2,700 more in sales. It's probably realistically like 25. We'll give away 350K accounts. If we can get there to diamond status, you got to use the code MM. No messing around. Thank you very much. You shorted 22,666 yesterday, and I felt guilty. Did you lose? Thanks, Lassifer. Did it win, Alpha? Rip it. Rip it. Let's go. We need more. We need more. We need more. You just got your first master account. Not going to do another one yet. Yeah, I don't blame you. Made 10 points. Nice. I was going to say the devil was on your side. It was an inappropriate comment, though. Shouldn't say stuff like that. ES is looking stronger here. It's already just a few points off of initial balance high. So I may actually move the stop to break even once ES hits the initial balance high at 62.30. Hey, Black Beauty, if you're still here, what's your target on the ES? Are you still holding from 6,200? Or did you take the 30-point W? I know Black Beauty was long 6,200 on the ES. $30 points pretty solid. Thanks for making you feel better about it. I do my best, Alpha. That's what I'm here for. I do my best. Long from 76. Let's go, RTH. Nice job. Gotta go, though. Gotta go. Calm down, Husk. Calm down. Husk is over there sweating this one out. Calm. Take a breath. You're looking for 62.78. Woof. Is that all-time high, Black Beauty? For ES? For ES over there? I don't even know where all-time highs is on ECES. This thing should go. Should. Theoretically. Theoretically. That's fine. It'll be fine. What up, Zabak? Sorry, didn't mean to turn you on. I'm out of here. You're facing NQ burnout? Yeah. Burnout's a thing. Zabak's like, I'm sorry, didn't mean to turn you on. Peace! See if ES can get this thing going here. Got a new 5-minute candle here. New 15-minute candle. Should get a little burst of energy. Let's see. You watched the video where husband tells wife to calm down, then runs for his life with the kids. We're inside a 5-minute bearish IFVG. Hopefully price runs through it, though. Yeah, I see it. I do see it. We are inside of a bearish 5-minute gap. But my idea here is 745 swing is protected low. So I don't think we go back to 745. So that's where I got my stop at. If we do, and I'm wrong, it is what it is. So I don't think we go back there. I think right now this 1-minute gap's holding us down. Got to kind of close above that 786 area on the 1 minute to get a little Momo up to the upside. If we can get a close above that area, then we start ripping. We start ripping up. Nate used to short all-time highs. It kept going higher. Yeah. My short button is broken at the all-time highs. It's broken. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I guess from a short perspective, we are putting in lower lows and lower highs, right? So maybe we do pull back. Who knows? You'll take 10 to 25 points short, but nothing big. Yeah, I'm not shorting at all. I'm just going to take the longs. If they keep failing, they just fail. It's okay. Friday's a sell day. Yeah, it could be. It very well could be. At all-time highs, there's no resistance built in above. The ones trying to catch tops are the ones that help the next push up. I tend to agree with that, Pawn. That's the way I tend to think about it, too. We will DCA off the 750 level again. We'll put our stop down at the 740 if we do that. Pivot points are always a scribble. ICT types looking for 20% Friday retrace likely. Maybe. I mean, it could happen, right? It could happen. Who knows? We don't really know. All right, we might give back all of our profits here, and we're going to be okay with that if we do. We're going to be okay with that if we do. I wouldn't say it's bearish yet, Matt. We're still above that 50% point of this range. Or, you know, that's kind of holding above that. They trying to run the 732? I don't know, man. What's the significance of 732? Tell me. I don't know. Might get a 1-minute confirmation entry here. A re-confirmation entry here on the 1 minute. We might get a confirmation entry. Boom, 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 boom. Some gap. I have no idea, Rob. I don't know. I don't know what's down there. That's why I was asking, am I missing something? I am an idiot, so I could be. And guess what we're going to do right here? We're going to... Oof. I was going to add. And then we got the dirty close. I mean, did that close above? Maybe. By like 1 tick. I was going to add right there. They left a few points in the gap that should have gotten run completely but bounced. Oh, okay, I got you. Between 928 and 936 CST, manipulation signaled. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Not completely sure. Boom, 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 boom. ES might want to test that 6220 again. We'll see. I want to see price close above here. I mean, technically speaking, that might have... I think it closed right on it. Yeah, so not really a close above. Now, if it closes above, we'll create a 1-minute order block here and maybe get that momentum that we needed. So we might add here. Let's see. Being aggressive on this eval. You know, within reason. All right, I'm in on an ad. Stop to break even is going to be this wick here. And in fact, I am going to just scale at that wick. There we go. I'm still using this 1 minute, and on this contract we will go stop to break even at 799. Ideally we want to see this close above this 1 minute here. You're probably going to see blast off from there. So once we get this close above, you should see blast off here. We're holding up right there at the 90, which is to be expected. It might give us one kind of defense, and then it should just push right through there. So that's the close above. There's the little pullback that we kind of anticipate. This next push should just go. So a retest of the inversion here. Little confirmation setup there, smaller stop, clearer break even. This is a very good setup. I still think this is an A+ setup. So we'll be patient here on moving the stop to break even. 799 really is where we want to move it at. I mean, you could make an argument for moving it at 784 or 794 as well. But I'm gonna hold it until 799, I believe, and then we'll go break even. Or if we create a swing here, then that will be our new swing spot. Still long 760. Let's go. Nice job. Obviously, our entry 777 here. So when I say break even, that's where we'll put our stop. So if this leaves, you know, this creates a swing up here, then we will that will become our break even. But if it does not create a swing, then our break even stays the same. So, yep, no swing there. Did leave you triple equal highs. It just pushed through them. See if we get this next push right here. One more little retest here, and then let's see if we get the push through there. This time it should go. I would expect a pretty decent sized candle back above the wick on this one. So let's see. The push back above 90 here should give us momentum to really kind of catapult and go here, you would think. At least into that whole number there. He has at 62.27 here, just kind of holding up. Guys, if you're don't sleep on Take Profit Trader and My Funded Futures. My Funded Futures has got a really good deal going on. The buy one or the pass one, get one on the Expert and the Starter Plus. Don't forget about that. Apex is back to 80% off. You guys didn't see that. Bulenox 83. And Tradeify still 30% off. Day traders did come out with a new straight to funded account. I think they had 40% off this morning to their direct to funded accounts. Unless she does us dirty, you move stop loss at 780. Oof. I think it should go though. I mean, it really should go. You would think, right? We are stalling here, which is kind of what happened earlier in the day on the earlier trade that we had. We have a good entry here, so just trying to be patient. I think it goes. If we get back above that 90, I think we get the Momo that we need. I think we get the Momo that we need to go. The Momo to go. Back above 90 here, I want to see expansion. I want to see the expansion here. Cinnamon water. Oh, it's not really going yet, so a little bit annoying. I mean, you should see a decent candle here if it goes. We do have the London close, I guess, in a minute. Maybe that's what we need to take us to where we need to go. Take us where we need to go. Maybe we just need to look away from the chart for a minute. As long as we're watching it, you know, it's just not going to go. We stop looking at it, maybe then it goes. Come on here, rip it. Just rip it. No thinking about it. There we go. Starting to push. 2 seconds. 1 second. Here's the close. New 15-minute, new 5-minute London close. Not necessarily the reaction we dreamed of yet. So it pushed up above this little green candle here at 94. Technically, that could be your break even. I'm trying to wait for 99.50. If it does not hit 99.50 and it trades back into that range, I'll probably go ahead and protect the position by moving stop to break even. So, yeah, that's true, Alpha. We just kind of consolidated there for a little expansion. But right here at the whole number, you know, you would expect it to push through there. But if it trades back into the range here, I probably will move stop to break even. I want to see a blast above 799. I want to see a quick push into maybe the 810. I might should just take the profit at 805, 810 would be. That'd be the safer area to kind of take profit on this wick right here. 805. Actually, let's do that. I'm going to take 805 because of how slow it's been here. I'm just going to. So stop to break even now. And I'm just going to take the low-hanging fruit there. If it pushes back below the whole number, I may just kill it. There we go. So most of our profits back there after taking that one stupid trade. That's kind of the low-hanging fruit. I do think that wick up there at 816 makes a lot of sense. So if you're still holding it, you could target that. And obviously initial balance above there, all-time highs, you know. 823, yeah, I think it's a good target. But I just took the low-hanging fruit there. We could get some sort of consolidation here as well. But ultimately, I still think it goes higher. But pretty easy to know where that was going to kind of go there. You kind of had the idea. 50% of the range. We held the whole number. We bounced off VWAP. Quite a few things there. Nice job, Matt. Let's go. Let's go. Matt took it. Let's go. Sorry to get loud on you guys there. We got to call it out for Matt. We got to give him a little, you know, give him a little energy, a little boost. A little boost. Getting closer to passing that 205K. That's a unique eval, Matt. I've never heard of the 205K. Where'd you get that from? Oh, 250. Oh man, I would have never known. If you didn't correct me there, I would have never known. What is 860 is all-time high? We might be there in the next 20 minutes. For sure, Pawn. But here's the thing, Pawn. Always remember, do not target the all-time high. Target maybe 10 points below. Because I've seen it happen so many times. Let's say that 825 is the all-time high. We will go, and a lot of people will FOMO in here. And they'll be like, we're going there 100%. And then the market likes to stop right here, pull back 80 to 100 points, and then finally come back to the all-time highs. So definitely front run the all-time highs by 10 or 15 points. I've just seen it so many times where people FOMO in right there at the top, and then the market does whoop, the little pull. So exactly, Lavender. Now sometimes you get the clean price action, but most of the time not so much. So fiber boost, nice, Black Beauty. I upped my speed, but not much. You wouldn't be surprised at all to see us actually test 23K today. That's possible for sure. What are my indicators? How do you use them? The Amar, you seem new here, so welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You demand, first of all. Second of all, the indicators are, we'll go over them. The white line is the 15-minute opening range high. The green line is the 15-minute opening range low. The yellow line is VWAP. The white line is the 50 EMA. The red line is the 21. The blue line is the 9. The red line here is a pivot point. And then the whatever color this is, orangish line, is initial balance high. So how do I use them? I like to take the first touch of the 50 EMA after a cross. So right here we had a cross. We got a clear direction. The EMA spread out nicely. You can see right there I longed off the 50 EMA for 10 points with a 10-point stop. Boom. Then we used the 50 EMA again here, which I was late. I'm sorry, not the 50. The VWAP here off the half number for another long. That's how I use the 50. Like to see the EMAs get spread out. I take the first touch. Other than that, I don't really use the indicators for entries and exits. I would take an initial balance play. So like, you know, very similar trades by Matt. Push above initial balance, retest, and go. I don't know that I'm going to take that play today, but something like that. Mostly I play inversions, which you see here. So the entry would be the close above, and then your target would be here. I front run it a little bit there. I took it off a little early. Just didn't want to deal with the fight that it was taking to get there. But crude and rude. But that's just kind of a rundown of what we're doing there. We're up $1,662 on this. Is that 16? Yeah. On this eval. Then we're up over here on these accounts a modest amount, 167, 175, 400 on the one funded because the copy trader issues. And then the my funded futures account, we've taken a couple of trades. Let's see how much we're up on that. Like 300 or 400, I'm assuming. What are we up on that? 355. So that's the day, and that's where we're at. Yeah, no worries. Crew got crushed. Let me see. Wow, that was a pretty big drop. We did have news today on crude, right? Was it 11:30 news? Crude's ripping lower. Now, do you guys see why I chose to take profit here instead of at the 16? I mean, to me, this is just the low-hanging fruit. We'll get here. We'll get here. It's just going to take, you know, some time. What's going on with oil? We had, it's not that something's about to happen. We had oil news today at 10 a.m. and then, actually, no, it wasn't 10. We had oil news at 11:30. So, like, if you look at this, you can see 11:30 oil news right there. So, 2-star news. Actually, it was there. Where did it go? Or maybe it's not until 1. So I don't know why it's pulling back. Maybe it's just an all-natural pullback. Who knows? Trump having a news conference. Up 12K. Let's go. Nice job, Matt Red. Nice job. Always get a call it a day there. Nicely in the profits. We're about to do that ourselves. Okay, so I missed this. All right, there we go. Yeah, Husk, we are green today. We are green everywhere, Husk. We took one winner and really one break even, but the copy trader failed us on the break even trade. It put one at break even, and the other ones took a loss. But so that's why this one's up 400, and then these. So we were 2 for 2 with a break even and a winner, but you know the copy trader made us 1 for 2. But yeah, we're green. We are green. Like the leprechaun. We are green. Husk, I saw you had your stop too tight on that trade, man. I know you were in I think you said 10 micros or something, but stop needed to be here. It needed to be here, brother. That's where it needed to be. Because that's the protected swing. I know you just want to stick with the 10-pointer, but makes it hard. Did you end up getting it back? I know you said you re-entered. I think I cut you off after that. So there's 816. Let me see. Are you back? You took a break, so I cut you off. All right, you're back. Did you get it back or not, there, guy? Husk up here looking for a short. Man, he's ballsy. Ballsy, ballsy. All right, guys. Restroom break again. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Not even that. A couple minutes. All right, we're back. What happened? Nothing? All right, kind of figured. Nothing happened. Just as we thought. Nothing happened. You want to know if Bulenox has a practice account? They don't, as far as I know. As far as I know, they don't. But I've never used Project X with Bulenox. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think they do. Not sure. YM's crazy. Yoji, what's it doing today? Jim, not Yoji. Jim. Move your TP to 834. Probably a good call. I don't hate it. I mean, we're grinding here. Price is really not moving. Look how slow this thing is moving. So slow. We got 2 minutes for the macro time here. The lunchtime macro. We'll kind of see what happens there. Once you fail, eval and Project X stays open and can be used for practice. Oh, interesting. Had no idea of that. Oh, the wife's trying to find something decent to learn. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. What up, Tyra? If you scalp for 5 points that take less than 15 seconds. No, you're fine, Tyra. That's perfectly fine. You're taking 5 points. I think they lowered it to 10 seconds. But Tyra, I've never been denied. I've went full port for 3 points a few times. I've had trades that are like 5 or 6 seconds. The average trade really just needs to be more than 10 seconds, but that's not something I would be concerned with. So I wouldn't even be concerned with that. So I think that you're perfectly fine with my funded futures, as long as you're not hyper scalping. As long as you're not going for 1 or 2 points. Like if you're going for a minimum of 5, irregardless of how long it takes to get the points, I think you're fine. So, when was that though, Lavender? All right, appreciate you, Fast Eddie. Because I know they recently changed the hyper scalping rules to, I think it's now 10 seconds. Let me see. Let me double check it. I mean, I'll ask them, but I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I've never had a problem with them as far as being denied. But let me look in their FAQ just to see if it's in there. Yeah, Ninja Trader account. Good point there. You can use that with Sim for sure. All right, new trading policy. Let's see. Traders evaluation. Eval to live. Nope. Let's see if it's in here. Hyper scalping. Probably like 6 months ago. Okay, here we go. Micro scalping. Let's read it. So, short trade duration, typically less than 15 seconds, aiming for a profit margin of less than 5 points, or just a few ticks. Executing a large number of trades within a short time frame, using very tight stop loss and take profit orders. Trades that last only a few seconds and target very small profits, often less than 5 points. This strategy relies heavily on low slippage and perfect market conditions, making it less reliable in real-world scenarios. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, like, if you're looking at the scenarios that they post here, right? They're giving examples. This one, you buy at 52.50, you sell at 53. It took 12 seconds. You made $10, right? This one, you bought at 20, you sold at 20.50, 2 ticks. You made $10. It lasted 8 seconds. So this one you sold for 2 ticks, lasted 10 seconds. This one you bought at 66.25, you sell at 67.25. It lasted 42 seconds, and you profited $20, but it's just for 1 point. So let's look at each of these. I mean, in each of these scenarios, they're showing less than a 5-point take profit, right? So if you're getting 5 points, then I think that you're fine. Like, and that's kind of like points over time, right? That's kind of, I think, what they're looking for. So if you're looking for 5 points, then I think you're okay. And again, I took several 5-point trades, and I had several trades that are less than 15 seconds, and I've never been denied. But you know, oh, your trades are like 2 seconds, and you do 200 trades a day, Lavender. Holy cow! Marcus, yeah, I remember that. Yojimbo is a Japanese word I use for my business. Let's go. No, I'll call you Marcus. Jim, I should be able to remember that. I should be able to remember that. And I thought that they had posted something on Twitter or somewhere saying that they were relaxing the scalping rules a bit. I thought I saw that posted a month or two ago. But yeah, I think if you go for 5 points, then, I mean, if you look at every example there, every example is saying that it's less than 5 points, right? So if you're going for 5 points with a 5-point stop or something like that, I think you're okay. And let's be honest, you're going to have 5-point plays that pay you in 2 or 3 seconds. You're going to have 5-point plays that take 2 minutes. I mean, it just depends. If your average trade duration is more than 15 seconds, then I think that you're perfectly fine. So you see how I trade, 10 for 10, sometimes 5 for 5, depending upon the time of day. I've never really had an issue, so never had an issue. Lavender, did you eventually get paid after your denial? Did you trade like another cycle and get paid, or how did that work? But that being said, in terms of if there is a question, Tyra, about the hyper scalping, just go with Take Profit Trader, because Take Profit doesn't care. Plus, you can have more accounts and you can trade larger size. So those things are valuable to someone who's doing hyper scalping or even 4 or 5 points, right? Yeah. So you just gave up, Lavender? Man, I don't know. I probably would have tried to go for the 5 points and get the money at least. But yeah. But if there's a question of that and you're like, well, I'm not sure, just go with Take Profit Trader. The cost is relatively the same. The only issue would be the intraday trailing drawdown once you're funded. But if you're hyper scalping, that shouldn't matter anyway. Oh, you already have them, Tyra. Okay. Yeah, definitely chop in here, Coper. Let's go, Alpha. Way to lock in some profits. Well, have you considered Tradeify? Because they have end-of-day accounts. They're very similar. They also have straight to funded. So if you could potentially add Tradeify or even Trade Day as a second option. Those both are going to be very similar to Take Profit Trader and have very similar rules and things like that. You don't want a daily loss limit? I think, does the straight to funded have a daily loss limit with Tradeify? I'm not sure. You're looking at Trade Day. I do have a link with Trade Day. It's in the About section of the video and in the description. My code is MM with Trade Day as well. Trade Day does allow 3 accounts. Very good payout structure. I'm going to eventually add more props in to what I'm trading. It's just right now, I don't feel like I'm trading my best. And so I think it's more of like a waste of time or a waste of money potentially if I do. So I'm going to wait until we hit some payouts and then we'll add some more people into kind of the realm of what we're trading. They have a soft breach. Yeah. I thought that it was only, I thought it was like advanced or something. Marilyn Manson. It could be Jose. It would not, it would never stand for methodical man, right? Oh. Do they have soft breach even in the straight to funded account, Coper? I didn't know that. So, oh, let me look at something with my funded futures because am I mistaken? That might have been. Let me check the. Let me check the expert account. Maybe the expert account didn't have the rules. Micro scaling. Okay, it was micro scaling, not micro scalping. Okay, so I guess I'm wrong there. Yeah, I just wanted to check. Futures desk, lowest commission, which really helps with hyper scalping. I'm not with Futures Desk, I don't think. I think I reached out to them and they said they're not doing any new affiliates or something right now. Yeah, I did. Wait, what did they say? Their affiliate program is currently on pause. This was on May 31st. But feel free to reach out to us with all of your links, including your Discord. I didn't do that. I guess I could do that. I guess we'll send them our, we'll send a link. We'll see if they respond. Boom, 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 boom. I shot them a message. We'll see what they say. Days to pass, 7 or 5. Price fluctuate based on the you pick. I got you. Let's look at the I'll look at the 3-minute right quick because I was looking back at this old silver bullet strategy that I used to trade. I was looking at it yesterday, and so that would have been your first gap. Yeah, it would have been. So how much would it have been? 27 points. Oh, it actually would have won today again. So your first presenting fair value gap after 10 a.m. Let me just move this one over. This would have been it. So your entry would be, you would long off the 785. Stop would be 26 points. And then you're looking for just a 1-to-1. So it would have paid today too. I think it's won like 5 days in a row. When I back tested it, it was only like 50% win rate. So that's why I quit trading it. I used to have a bot that took it. So, oh, you got stop top alpha, but in profit. So it's all good, right? Here's another 50 touch that's paired with the 8, the 800 level. It's actually kind of interesting. I will take it. I will take it. And I'm going to have my stop at 89. Might add into it a little bit here too. I want to pop back above 800 and may just go something like this. We'll risk most of our profits here. Why not? What are we in? 3? All right, we'll go 4. Risk most of our profits here on this play, just kind of for fun. Kind of for fun. think this will be the last trade of the day. Got the stops where they need to be. Stop to break even on the 1 will come once we hit the target here. I do think the trade makes sense. Maybe not make sense to go this big a size. 18 bags of Gambler. Let's go. We're inside the macro. We're inside a bullish fair value gap. We are at the whole number. We're at the 50 EMA. A lot of things saying that this should work. All right, on the next push into 805, I am going to move the stops to break even. So the next push above this wick, I'll move the stops. So let's take some risk off here. Don't fade me, bro. Oh. Thanks, Tyra. That's what I was wondering. Don't fade me, bro. That's an imitation. Who is that? All right, stopped out on the runner. I mean, I don't know. To me, this is logical trade. You got a lot of things going for you here. Got a bullish fair value gap. We got the whole number. We got the 50 EMA. You know, it's not really a death candle into that area, even though that's a decent drop. But just expecting a small reaction here, and I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if this thing pulls back and then we still kind of get the reaction we're looking for here. So London close was 22,792. Yeah, so bounced right out, or close to it. This thing's going to rip back up in my opinion, but I could be wrong. And this will be kind of another, you know, this is a B setup, B/C. It's just one of those kind of longs that probably work. Swept some liquidity on the way down, delivery from a fair value gap. We are in premium of the range. So if this closes back above there, probably still works to the high. What up, CT? What you up to, man? CT, I just looked at the 3-minute trade today. It looked like it worked. Barely. The 3-minute trade and the 15-minute or the 5-minute, or not the 5-minute, the 1-minute touch I took today. The 50 EMA right there. You see? Right there. Beautimus. Just what we talked about. Just what we talked about last night, CT. Look at this. Look how beautiful. Inside a bullish gap. Beautimus. I took that on my funded accounts and also on this eval, and it banged. So 3 more, 4 total. Dang. Yeah, you know me. I just take the first one. Now I did take this one right here. I just took this one. It's not played out yet as far as 10 points. I took 5, but I do think it will hit 10. It needs to hit 811.50 to hit the 10 points. But I only took 5 because You know, we're at the whole number. We're inside a bullish gap. But I did think that we might get a little resistance here on the way back up. So it's been 7.5 points so far. I still think it gets 10, but it might be a fighting 10. Taking a minute to get through there probably. This one's not as clean. Not with the size you were playing. You took 5 points also. Yeah, I took 4 minis, 5 points. The fourth mini got stopped at break even, but this is one of those plays where it might take a minute, but I do think it gets 10 points. You know, we'll leave it there and see. And then your 10-point stop would be 91. This is one of those plays where I think it makes more sense to put your stop at 89 than 91. But we'll see. Wanted high of day on one earlier, trailed it and came back in 820 of a drawdown. Got a little greedy. Yeah. You're there with you, a big drop. Probably got some sort that will get squeezed. I agree. But the 3-minute play, let's take a look at it, CT, today. We just looked at it. This is the first gap after 10 a.m. or right here. So you would have longed this pullback, and you can see your stop would have been here at the bottom of the first, bottom of candle 1. And it would have been 26 points. And then it did pull back 22 points, but then on the next push up, you would have got your full 26. So you would have got your 1-to-1 there. Let's see if this ends up working out. I like for this to work faster. I hate it when it takes long like this, a longer time. There's nothing here that says it's going to fail. It still might, but it's definitely taking longer than I thought. So look at it on the 1 minute, the 10 a.m. candle printed the gap. Yeah, I don't like the 1 minute though. The 1 minute's not as, I promise you, I've back tested it, and the 1 minute just not, in my opinion, not as consistent. So yeah, you would have longed this gap on the 1 minute. I mean, today it played better with very little drawdown, but in my back testing it did not. The 3 minute was higher probability because you get a lot of fake outs on that 1 minute. Nothing wrong with it. You can take it off the 1 minute. I mean, it's up to you. You know, you can make it your own, right? That's what it's all about, making it your own, tinkering with it and going from there. ES is hanging out here at the highs, which is a little scary. It could just sweep the highs and we could get a, you know, a big SMT here for a move down. But I don't know. We'll see. You had the copier flake on me today, CT, so it didn't copy correctly. Actually, on a break-even trade on my first one, it stopped me for a loss. And so these are 167. It did this account correctly. This account got stopped for break-even. These did not. So then on my second play, which was the one I just outlined, the 5 minute or the 50 touch, we got the full $400 winner, but because we had ate that loss, it wasn't, you know. We took the bounce. That entry should have been below EMA. Had point of control about 5 points below. Would have been a better entry. Nice. Like I said, I still think this plays out for 10, but you can see why I took 5, right? See why I took 5. Two things. The time of day. The time of day. We're in lunch hour. We're in lunch hour chop. And we could have a lunchtime reversal. And we're just kind of, the price action's been so slow. So you can't expect this bounce to be fast when this stuff has been so slow. So for those two reasons, I don't mind taking this because we have the protection of a bullish gap, protection of the whole number, but just reduce your target. It's still probably going to hit the 10 points, just not, I just don't want to hold it through all this bullshit. So we don't want to hold it through all that. Oh. Oh. I did just realize it is after lunch, so I'm probably going to go ahead and call it there, guys. We're up $1,930 on this one. We did not take any more trades on the other My Funded Futures, so it's still up $355. right there. And then we are up on these other accounts. You know, 167, 412, 167, 167, and then 175 on this 150K. Yeah, that's it. If you guys haven't already hit the like button for me, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We'll probably come back for the power hour today. Guys, remember, I need your help for the Take Profit Trader. Please use my code if you're going to buy any accounts with Take Profit Trader. I would really love to get to that bonus. Give you guys the 3 150K accounts. We need 27 more purchases between now and the end of day Monday. Gonna be tough to do. Gonna be tough to do, but I know you guys can do it. But appreciate you guys watching. Marcus, we'll see you next time. Thank you guys.